episode 5 of the 100 baby challenge. And as you can see, we are already off to a great start. So what happened is I deleted a lot of my old broken CC and some of my non-broken CC to move to a mod manager, which did cause quite a lot of this, and I do fix it. I do have some quick announcements. So firstly, we are going to be changing the series just a little bit as of it looks like episode 11 is when these changes, well, episode 10 will have the new recording style, but episode 11 is when the changes will start, which those changes are a few new mods, one of which, instead of it being just gay, it will be Omegaverse instead of what we currently have. Secondly, we will also be adding a few new script mods to the game. None of them will drastically affect it, but we will be changing to a bit more realistic mods. And as of this episode, I do have a family tree for them now, which can be found on the sim tree, which I will put a link into the family below, but it is not updated for this episode. It is updated for episode 10. So if you do not want any spoilers, I recommend waiting until, I believe, next episode, as if you see it now, it will spoil a few of the babies and who they are, and it's kind of a big spoiler. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into this video. Then we tried to appease the gnomes. First offering, nope, broke our sink. We replaced it and then pled for forgiveness, and that worked. And then we gave this one a pie, and it immediately liked it. So that was helpful. It did get us some seeds that we just sold. Then we went ahead and had Riley take care of his needs and had Benjamin start on some thinking, while Clyde, all on his own, got the roll over to tummy milestone, which did make our life quite a bit more easy. So we just had Benjamin work on that, and then we ended Harvest Festival, and it was awful for everybody. We then also had Riley clean up because everyone else was doing things, and he was honestly doing fine. He was just a little tired, but considering the time, he was doing great. And we sold the gnomes, obviously. And then we did have Riley go to sleep. And then Benjamin woke Riley up because he was low on attention, so we just had him come babble to his bear because we needed to get his communication up anyways, and then set Riley right back to sleep. And that did level him up to 3. I believe that was 3. It might have been 2. I could be wrong. We'll find out. Then we had Silas give him a bath because he was getting a little bit stinky. And then we had Silas feed Clyde, which, by the way, that took me like 20 minutes to do because he was refusing to feed Clyde. And we had him cook 3 different things. And then had Clyde do some more tummy time, and then literally right after, he did get his creep milestone, which is one closer to learning to sit. We did have him try again, but he did not end up getting it this time. So we had Silas come and change his diaper, and then we had him sleep. We also went ahead and added a creativity table for Riley to help with his creativity skill for school. And then we had Benjamin get up and get some food. And also we added some lot trades. We added the home studio and on dark keyline. I thought both of those would help. Then we got a TV and a couch, considering the burglar stole ours. And then found out Benjamin was a messy eater. We then made 580 in royalties, and then Riley drew an inappropriate drawing while at school, and so we said to take it and punish him because we do not condone that in any household. Anyways, we did have Silas taking care of his needs, and then we went ahead and had Silas do some more writing. We did not name this book. I didn't want to name the book. And then I got the Babel milestone and we resumed writing. Instead of feeding him like he needed, I was hoping that he would get the sit-up milestone and we could feed him in the chair. Then we did eventually have Silas feed Riley and then buy some medicine as Silas was sick. And we did have him end up taking it, after this happened. Then we had him take care of his own needs. And same with Riley. And then we had Clyde do some more tummy time. And right as Silas was going to bed, he passed out. And then we had Benjamin work on his slide until he did get movement 3, which didn't take very long, as you can tell. And then we had him work on some potty, getting level 2. And then we went ahead and had Silas give Benjamin another bath as he got dirty again. Really quickly, like this, I don't know why it's been interesting. Then we have little Benjamin get some food. And then we did some more tummy time with Clyde and took care of his needs a little bit more. And then we had him do even more tummy time. He still didn't get it though. So we did have Silas feed him again. He did get a milestone as that happened. Can you guess which one? If you guessed it up, you would be correct. So he did get it, and instead of going to give him food, to get the milestone, we let him sleep. Then Riley got creativity level 4, and then we had him do some extra credit work while everyone else took care of their needs. Even Benjamin was taking care of his needs here before we had him go potty a ton extra. Then we had him work on his shapes and then go to bed because he was tired, but I wanted him to get one more. And then we had Silas sell to publisher and their book. And then finally, we did it. We gave him his first food of crushed carrots. And oh my gosh, I freaking cannot get over this animation. It's so cute. And then on his second thing, he did get his pincer grass milestone, which means we could immediately stop feeding him and give him more food. We gave him his Odeos, and then after like 2 seconds, he got the milestone. We didn't age him up though. And so the goal here was to have all 3 able to age up at once, but because Riley doesn't go to school till Monday, that does not happen. We ended up aging Benjamin and Clyde up together, but firstly Benjamin had to get his skills up, including his potty and thinking, which it didn't take long for his potty to go up. It was almost at 3 when Silas went into labor, but since Benjamin was already at 90%, we did have him finish it and then send Silas to the hospital. Here is when a problem arises. He's bald, and he stays bald anytime he goes showers or goes to the hospital because I deleted CC. I do fix this, just not till episode 11. So the first one was a girl, and we named her Louise, and she did get the eclectic style. And then our first set of twins, we also had Taylor, and she got the holiday style, and the holiday that was landed on was Yule. And I know that's not going to make sense right now. I promise it will in the later episodes. But I did go home and move some things around to fit the girls into Silas's bedroom, and there they are. And I did make sure they were oriented correctly. And then we immediately had Benjamin start working on his shapes. We needed him aged up like now. Then we did have Silas come in, take care of the garden, and then had Benjamin play with his shapes. And after a while, he did end up getting level 3, and we were able to age him up. So we did immediately do so, which Riley was in the pots and pans. Benjamin did get the adventurous trait and then the social butterfly aspiration. Obviously that was randomized through a number generator. Then we had Clyde age up, which he got the curious trait. And so the description for curious is these toddlers become energetic and gain fun need when they learn a new skill. They are also curious about new strangers they meet. Okay, so we didn't go into cast immediately like we do. We did rearrange the house first, and we did move the older kids' room into here, and then move the toddler's room to the other room. And this did take me a little bit while because I was trying to go with a techno theme, but I couldn't. I suck at the techno theme. Yeah. Just be prepared for Clyde to be a pretty big disappointment when it comes to styling. After you're done editing the rooms, we did go ahead and randomize traits. So what happened was we randomized the traits, removed the first one, and then added back in whatever they got. Benjamin did get competitive, and another one, I have no idea what that other one is, but he did get it. And then we did the same thing for Riley, and he did get the poison trait. And typically I would have removed cat lover, but I was not going to have him be poisoned, and I am really glad I didn't, and you will see why. Then we did the same with Clyde, and he did get the bubbly trait alongside his curious trait. We did keep these eyes. We kept both of the eyes and the hair. I loved it. Just loved his hair, the way it looked. And then we did our best, but again, he's still a child, so his style isn't perfect yet. I have to wait till he ages up. So here is his everyday, cute, lots of feather designs. Then his formal, again, kind of flowy and stuff. Then we have his athletic and his sleep. Both are just pretty basic. Then his party, I could not figure out something for him. Swimwear, which he never uses, his hot weather and his cold weather. Then we decided to work on Clyde, changing his brown eyes and his outfit. We did let him keep this outfit. I just thought it was cute. And then for formal, we gave him this. Okay, so I also didn't do a lot of editing to him. I kept a lot of it the same. I just changed his shoes. Then this is his sleep, which I loved. I just kind of love this. I love this for him. His party, his swimwear, his hot weather, and then his cold weather. And all of them were decently cute. So we just kind of kept them. I liked them. And we immediately got Benjamin on his homework, by the way, because I wanted him to get an A on Monday. Then we had him sell. And so this was for a from Adventure Weights, and it was for a camping trip. And I did end up saying yes to this, but I had several problems, which you can immediately start seeing in like 2 seconds. So I did look at this. I had no idea what was going on. Eventually we'll do a playthrough with Adventures Awaits, but that is not today. I had no idea what was going on. So after agreeing, I didn't send him there because I wanted him to finish his homework, but I did have Silas do some cooking as they were out of food again. And then I edited the house just a bit to add a jungle gym in the back so he could get up his motor skill. And then here is the next book, which is 100 Ways to Woohoo. I thought that was a good one. I do my best to name them, but sometimes I'm not very good at it. We then had Silas take care of both the girls and his own needs. And then we immediately got Clyde to work on his skills. And then everyone was scared because of a monster, so we just had people work on their needs until they felt better. And that went for pretty much everyone. And then we did our best to get everyone back into bed, but they were still a little bit scared. But Benjamin did say he was lonely at recess. He's never been to school, guys. Not even once. So we did eventually get Riley to go back to sleep. And then we did get Silas to sleep a little bit, but the girls needed attention. So we just had him bathe Clyde instead. Then take care of the girls some more. Look at freaking Clyde dancing here. Look how cute he is. Oh, look at him. We did have him potty train Clyde right after that and then go back to bed. And then he did make another 791 in royalties whilst potty training. And then Clyde went to go play with some dolls and Silas passed out again. We did go ahead and have Benjamin purchase medicine. As you can see, he was having some problems, so we did have him take that immediately because he was not feeling good. The medicine obviously cured it. We finally got Silas to sleep. And then the girls aged up. But Louise got the observing trait. And then right after that, Taylor got the observing trait as well, which I thought was honestly perfect. We then edited the room and gave them bassinets. I hate these. I hate these and I do get rid of them. Do not get used to them. I hate them so much. I don't like how they look so small on them. This and changing her hair is literally all we did for them, by the way. I just wanted their eyes to be a CC eyes. They're still the same color, and we just made that hair identical because they're so close together. So we did have Silas take care of them and making sure they were fed. Apparently, Riley witnessed a bully in our own house, and honestly, okay. Oh, and he's bald again and passing out. So yeah, this is a frequent thing. We then had him potty train Clyde again to get his potty to level 2 so he could do it on his own. And Taylor got the reach milestone in the process. And then we had Clyde do some more pottying just to help him a bit. And I think Taylor might have also gotten the reach milestone. I can't tell. Then we had everyone in bed. Then the girls needed food, so we did that. And then Louise did have her first blowout right before the boys needed to go to school. And so Louise did get the grab milestone just a little bit after, which I thought was awesome. And then we got another 811 in royalties while someone got their toe and mouth. I don't know what it was. And then we do have bills. As you can tell, I did not pay them. They get turned off next episode and then we have to repay them. Here I was just putting their baby prints. Okay, here I am putting up the baby prints and I do get this order wrong, but I do eventually fix it. It just isn't today. And then we had them take care some more of their needs and then had Clyde get his communication skill up. And these girls were trucking through milestones, like, really easy, and she did get a lift 10 milestone. Benjamin did not get his grades up, but Riley did, and Louise got her toe and mouth milestone, and then Taylor immediately got her lift 10 milestone. Then we aged up Riley into a teen, and he did get the curse trait. This is what I meant. This causes me some problems. And the super parent aspiration, but that's no big deal. Here we are editing him, and damn, he looks cursed. Look at he is so just done with the world. So we did change his eyes to kind of match. So here he is, and I was really trying to lean into the Dark Academia theme, and I think I did well. What I did was I counted all of the things and then assign their aspiration that way instead of re-rolling them. I forgot I had already done this with Benjamin, so I just had to fix it. This is a problem only for a little while before I fixed the mod, because the mod was slightly broken on my end, and it was my fault, not the mod authors. Then we had Benjamin take care of his needs and put the project outside. I do end up selling this project before he can finish it though. Here's Taylor getting another milestone yet again. And everyone's doing their homework. Everyone's just kind of chilling, that stuff. So we are going to end the episode here. And so, quick recap, we have Riley as a teen with the Dark Academia style. Benjamin is a child with the animal/falcon style. Clyde is a toddler with the techno style that I absolutely hate. Louise is an infant with the eclectic style. Taylor is also an infant, aka her sister, with a holiday/Yule theme. We do have a total of 5 babies. We've got 1 teen, 1 child, 1 toddler, 2 infants, and we are not currently pregnant, as I did not get pregnant again. So yeah, that is where this is going to end. I know this kind of moved pretty fast. It was not my intention, but I do hope you enjoyed nonetheless, and I hope you have an amazing week, and I cannot wait to see you in the next one. Bye!